these reentries. Absolutely awesome. Now, this is what we affectionately call our favorite slide. I'm not going to go through all the details of this, but very simply, at the top, you'll see something called a BC. Okay, this is your column that's business centers, and this is how many of those business centers you have. Okay, over on the right-hand side here, if you maximize one business center, in other words, if you get 5,000 and 5,000, well, great, you'll get that $1,000 check and earn a reentry and all that. But also, when you begin to maximize it consistently, then you become what's called a gold director. Once you're a gold director, every time you max that business center, you also get one share of the bonus pool. Now, hypothetically here, it's $185, but it can grow or shrink depending on how the company's sales are going, because it's based on 3% of the sales of the company. So this sort of breaks down the final barrier, if you will. This actually allows us to train people that aren't even in our organization. I don't care if you're in my downline. I will train you, because if the company makes more money, that 3% number goes up and my bonus goes up. Now, isn't that amazing? So not only do we work with uplines and downlines, we work cross-line. It doesn't matter. Now, the fun thing about this bonus pool is, if you notice the shares are not linear. If you have one business center, it's one share. But if you have two business centers, it's not two, it's 3 shares. 3 goes to 6, 4 goes to 10. So that means, as a diamond director where I am right now, as I said, I've got 14 business centers now. I wish I was getting a $1,000 check on all 14 of them, but I'm not. But when I maximize 4 of those business centers, a maxing 4 business center diamond director will get 10 shares of the bonus pool. So if you use that $185 number, that's $1,850. That means that the total, and these are all weekly checks, that total weekly check would be $5,850. So you can see where this gets pretty exciting. And eventually, if you go down all the way to the 6-star level, the bonus actually exceeds the commission check. I mean, this is exceptional. So this chart here is kind of where dreams are becoming a reality. It's absolutely exceptional. So my opinion is your first goal should be to get to that gold director level as soon as possible, and they really, really treat you well when you do that. Now, gets even better. What is the overhead for running your business? And I say that jokingly because we really don't have an overhead. But this is the only requirement for you to run your business. If you have one business center, all you need to do is generate 100 sales volume points every 4 weeks. Now, from a technical standpoint, you do not even have to purchase any products. This could be retail sales to other people and that sort of thing. That's fine, as long as the computer sees 100 personal sales volume points every 4 weeks. Now, I'm going to give you my personal recommendation, which is that you should take those products yourself. Absolutely. Take our health pack, or take our essentials, use our skincare, use the weight management products, because there's no better way to build your business than to become a testimonial yourself. You have to become a product of the products. So my personal opinion is take those products yourself. Now, what if you have more than one business center? Like I said, I have 14 business centers. Do I have to then generate 1,400 sales volume points? No, I do not. For 200 personal sales volume points every 4 weeks, you can have multiple business centers. So there's no cap on that. You can have as many business centers as you want open for just 200 personal sales volume points generated every 4 weeks. And if you're going to take the products yourself, it's basically redirectional spending, because I'll tell you, my grocery bill dropped a few $100s a month when I got on the USANA products, because my kids were having the shakes for breakfast, we were using the bars, we were eating less of the other meals, we ate out less. I mean, it was absolutely incredible. We now buy all of our skincare products from USANA. I don't buy anything from a salon. I don't buy any vitamins from a store or from an outlet or anything like that. So it's basically redirectional spending. Most people do this through what we call our auto-ship program. The person who brought you on here can explain a little bit better to you what that is. The bottom line is you get a 10% discount for ordering regularly, because they really want to sort of give a benefit to those folks that are really being compliant with the products and using them on a regular basis. We really want to encourage you to use the products every month. Now, if you want to just be a preferred customer, simply tell the person that brought you onto the webcast what products you want, and they can set you up either as a one-time customer, preferred customer, or they can put you on auto ship and give you a 10% discount, and you could just enjoy the benefits of these products. That's awesome. If, however, you want to be a distributor, there are 4 extra steps that you need to do, and the first one of those steps is called a business development system. This is technically the only required purchase. This is either $50 for a business development system or $20 for an electronic version, which is just some DVDs and CDs that we'll send you. It's basically a training tool. It's the training tool that we all use, so we're on a common ground when we start this business. It's a phenomenal tool, by the way, and it's only $20. That $20 actually makes you a distributor. It actually gives you a distributor number, and it allows your sponsor to place you in their organization. Once you are placed in their organization, nobody can come in above you. They have to come in below you. So it's a very important step for just $20. Okay. Now, in order to earn money with USANA, you need to activate that business. Now, we're going to give you two options to activate. And if this is a little complicated, then, again, get with the person that brought you on board. This is just an overview. But you can activate like the one on the left-hand side, which is called One Business Center. And that's exactly what I showed you before, where $2,000 in sales volume on each side would give you a 400-point, or in the U.S., $400 check. Okay? And that's a 10% earning level and a $52,000 earning potential for that business center. Okay, you can do that. The only requirement, by the way, to do that is your initially you need to generate 150 sales volume points. So it's an extra 50 sales volume points worth of products. That's quite simple, and that will actually activate that business. Okay, or you can activate like the one on the right-hand side, and I highly recommend this for anyone that has a goal towards big business, or you have a vision for the future. You got something, you have a real strong why. I would suggest this. Without going through all the math here, the bottom line is what they're going to allow you to do is activate 3 businesses at the same time. Now, it's sort of like opening up 3 stores. So instead of generating 150 points, you need to generate 450 points worth of product orders. Okay. Now, what happens, though, is by activating 3 businesses at the same time, if you look at it, instead of just having a Jill and a Bob, you're also allowed to have a Ken and a Sue. You can have 4 distinct legs growing. These could have distributors on them. These could have customers on them. Again, we're paid on points. We're paid on volume. If you look at the same $4,000 in volume but split it over 4 legs instead of 2, it's sort of like the computer doesn't even know that you're the same person. So it looks at you number 3, and it says, well, I see 1,000 and 1,000. I'm going to send out a $200 check. And then it looks at you number 2. It says, well, that's a different business over there. That's got 1,000 on each side. That's going to get a $200 check. And then it looks at you number 1. And even though that volume's been paid for on Business Center 2 and 3, it pays Business Center 1 independently. Business Center number 1 still has a total of 2,000 on each side, so it still gets the $400 check. So what you end up with is $800 for the same volume that paid you $400 on the left-hand side. So I highly suggest this because that's a 20% commission and an earning potential of $156,000, and again, plus bonuses. Once you've decided which one of these to go with, just tell the person that brought you onto this webcast which way you want to go. We also have some packages that include things like tickets to their international convention and your own website and your own tax tracking system and things like that. Ask them about these packages. They're absolutely remarkable. I highly suggest using, I prefer the professional pack or the business builder pack myself, but just ask the person about the packages as well. Because what you do, decide between 1 and 3 business centers, and then the last 2 steps are the most critical. Figure out who you know and then be teachable. Don't try to do this yourself. Let's do this as a team. There's 2 mistakes you can make. One of them is jump out there tomorrow and just start, screaming the word USANA to everyone. And when they ask you questions, you probably won't know the answers, and you may have scared someone away. The second mistake you can make is to sit home and read the product book for 6 months and not talk to anyone. Again, no one's getting healthy, no one's getting wealthy. What you want to do is simply figure out who you know that might be entrepreneurial, who you know that might have a product need, and then get together with the person that brought you to this webcast and say, how do I talk to these people? Please show me, and allow them to teach you. That's what we do with this company. It is a duplicatable system. Training and support, we provide some pretty amazing training and support. We provide it over the web. Things like this particular webcast right now, you can actually send your potential customers and potential business partners to webcasts like this. We've got a business development system. We've got a fantastic website. We've got absolutely top-notch tools. Most of our DVDs have actually won awards. I mean, absolutely exceptional. So we've got all the tools in place. The best tool really is to work with your upline and to work with a group of people that you know best, and to just, the relationship that you have with other people is probably going to be your most powerful tool that you've got right now, actually. and timing could not be better. And what I mean by that is, I mean, the timing of the industry is phenomenal. You've got 3 generations of people looking for these products and looking for this business. And with this recession and gas prices, people want those products delivered right to their door. They don't want to go out and get them. And they want to have a business that they can run right from their home. They don't want to leave their house. So this, I mean, the timing couldn't be better. But the timing of the company is also phenomenal. I mean, you can see here the gold medal for the achievement that the products have won, the